now Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Seth Bohnhoff.
Well, even though the weather has been mostly just hot and humid over the last several days, there's actually quite a bit to unpack here in our weather segment, so let's waste no time in doing so. We can see, as we look off to the east towards Campstown and Champaign, plenty of cloud cover, a few storm attempts there in the background, but really not a whole lot of success. As we just take a look at our radar picture, you don't see a whole lot of action right here in central Illinois. We kind of zoom in on a little bit of that storm activity off to our west. You can see even it's starting to fade out a little bit. So lots of attempts, but not a whole lot actually happening here for us at the moment. Couldn't say that about yesterday because we had lots of storms move on through with heavy rain, plenty of lightning. It was a crazy light show last night. The big winners in the rainfall category were over here in Vermilion County. Bismarck over 6 inches according to the radar indicated estimate. Out there closer to Fairmount, close to 6 inches. Georgetown, 5 inches. It was a crazy amount of rain there. And also, we did have just very, very briefly a weak tornado just outside of Homer. Actually kind of downed a few crops and even damaged the roof of a barn nearby. So a very weak tornado, wasn't out there for more than just a little bit of time. But sure enough, a little bit of a surprise there with those storms yesterday that kind of held their strength for quite some time. And now we're looking at temperatures somewhere near the 90-degree mark, except for out there to the east where they had rain this morning. You're just sitting into the mid-80s. Danville is at 84 degrees. Tonight, we'll see a few more of those storms. Low temperatures dropping down to about 71 degrees. Let's look at future track. These models have been doing their best here lately, of course, but they are not the best at picking up these little summer pop-up systems. We could see a few storms here into the night tonight. Location's a little iffy, but just keep in mind that 30% chance there. Not going to be big and area-wide, but maybe a few folks end up with some heavy rain later on tonight. Pretty much the exact same idea tomorrow. A little bit of sunshine here and there, but also seeing that chance for scattered storms. High temperature warm once again at 91 degrees. Let's look at this future track for tomorrow. Same idea, just a few of those scattered storms popping up into the picture. Heavy rain for those that see it, and of course a lot of us not going to see much in the end at all. Rain chances will continue again as we head on into Tuesday, maybe even Wednesday, as a backdoor cold front sneaks on in, cools us off for just a little bit of time. But that's not the big exciting news. It's the next cold front that's set to move on in towards the end of the week and into the weekend. This one means a little bit of business. It's not this gigantic fall cold front that we see in later months during the year, but it is going to be one that brings us a little bit of promise. Look at your 8 to 14 day outlook. Starting to see that second shade of blue here cutting into central Illinois. That means increased confidence in those temperatures being below average. And that time of year that you see on the date up there, August 25th to 31st, average high is about 83 or 84 degrees. So you're talking about maybe low 80s, perhaps upper 70s for a few for high temperatures. So a good place to be, especially after the time we've spent in the 90s here quite a while this summer. Here's a look at your temperature trend over the next 10 days. You can even see those low 80s and upper 70s for yourself towards the very tail end of that graphic. So there's some hope, there's some optimism that this this brutal summer heat will at least take a break here for a little while. And like I said, Will, not declaring fall or anything close to that, but 79-degree day would just about hit the spot right now.
Sounds great. All right, thanks, Seth. We'll be right back.